Hello, hello, and good morning, guys and girls. And today, we're going to play, or you're going to watch me play, Capcom's Battle Circuit. Battle Circuit was released both in Japan and Europe in 1997. This game was Capcom's last beat-em-up game in development for arcades. This was their last. And eventually, it was going to be in a bundle in 2018 for PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, Xbox One, and of course, Microsoft, Windows, Steam. This was officially announced to be on Capcom's Arcade Stadium. So this game can be snacked up and grabbed to play for online play for players all alike right now on Steam and as much as on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and Xbox One. So be sure to snag it. So without further ado, what makes this game really good? For example, like I just told you guys before, this game was developed to be an action beat-em-up game, and it was developed by Capcom on the CPS2 arcade hardware for Japan and Europe. So in this game, story concept wise, this game is simple. It starts off taking in an alternated future on Earth, and the game revolves around a group of bounty hunters who must capture the mad scientist named Dr. Saturn and secure a computer disk carrying a program known as the Shiva system. The game contains like a comic-like of characters in a futuristic science fiction setting. Battle Circuit, in fact, is a great game to embrace for it in such a beautiful manner. So, without further ado, let's talk about who created it or produced it. None other than the great Tomoshi Sadamoto and Capcom. These two at the time has delivered some great games, and especially Tomo. He has delivered us games such as Saturday Night Slam Masters, Section Z, Trojan, Leadstorm, The Kings of Dragons, and last but not least, the fan favorite, Street Fighter 3 New Generation. So, yes, this man has been a great, beautiful asset to none other for Capcom. He has also did a lot of great, beautiful things at the time too for the subtitles for Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, and it was also chosen by Yoshiki Okamoto, who is the homage of Neo Genesis Evangelion, who pointed that Tomoshi Sadamoto was a cousin of the character designer of Yoshiyuki Sadamoto. Kinda ironic, but without further ado, let's go ahead and be a superhero for our first time, an awesome bounty hunter, and play the game.
You punch me in the face. Punch me in the
face.
Punch!
So, guys, in this game, we play with 5 unique bounty hunters, and all 5 are very unique. This battle is determined to save the world from the master machine. But to that point, we have to stop the deleted game who carries the Shiva disk. That disk has enough power to destroy not just every electronic, but it controls every computer cyber system all over the world. So you play as 5 unique bounty hunters to stop the delete game and to obtain the disk to claim their bounty. Now, let's go ahead and start off, shall we? Alright, let's put a quarter in, press that start button, and let's go ahead and play us some Battle Circuit. So now, in this game, we have a selection of 5 unique bounty hunters. And in these bounty hunters, they're all very unique in their way, which is really cool. So let's start off with our bounty hunters and their names. So we have Brian Bruno, aka Cyber Blue. He is a seasoned bounty hunter with several cybernetic attachments in his body that's giving him the ability to discharge electricity and project energy from his fists. Cyber Blue makes also, guys, a cameo appearance in Project X Zone 2 and Captain Commando's solo unit attack, which I think is pretty cool. So, we get to play with Cyber Blue. The second character we get to pick next is none other than Yellow Iris, or she's been called in Japanese in the original, the Yellow Beast. Her name is Diana Martinez, and she's pretty cool too. She's also, which is kind of funny story, she's a part-time fashion model, and she also gets her feral appearance to access a number of crawling agilities and basic techniques. She's also skilled with a whip and is accomplished by her pet Finn. Yellow Iris also makes a cameo appearance in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 as a DLC costume for Felicia, a Darkstalkers character. Next up is Unknown, or we call Alien Green, an alien creature that is unknown who resembles a large Venus flytrap with leg-like roots, a small lizard-like growth in its neck, and has a large eye and abdomen. Its attacks is mostly centered around its vine-like arms, which is quickly to swing and create whirlwinds, and is well able to grab its opponents and slam them on the ground. Our third is Pinky, or Pink Ostrich, a large sentient pea ostrich with an eye patch and a jeweled necklace, who's always accompanied by her owner, a young girl named Paula Abdul. What? Okay. So the character is named Paula Abdul. Purportedly, she is the only ostrich in the world who can fly and attack with assortment and aerial and spinning techniques. I can't believe this little girl is called Paula Abdul, dude. And then our last character is Captain Silver, aka Audrey Mushkin, a highly accomplished bounty hunter who can stretch and shape his body at will. His powers give him the ability to project out ice particles from his body and as well to create a number of objects from his suit. Because of the vast nature of his powers, they will be threatened to overwhelm him if he can ever lose concentration. So, these are the 5 awesome bounty hunters and what we get to deal with to stop the deleted game or delete game. So I'm going to pick Brian Bruno, aka Cyber Blue. And in this game, so far we shoot down a enemy ship in 60 seconds before it explodes. So now we're in the base of the game, and the game is quite simple. In the very beginning, it introduces you to a lot of the items and so forth that you pick up in the game. So the first one we pick up is called the Battle Download Gauge Recovery. We have to press the A and B button simultaneously while jumping for a quicker power-up, which is unique and it helps us in the long run in the game. This game has a simple, basic battle combat system, which is really fun. You can pick up food that replenishes our health, and those green alien things can give us a good bonus of some sort, so you pick up money. And that M icon is a money maker unit, which turns enemies into coins. So anything it touches, it makes it easier for us to make money, and enemies are finished. So, this game so far, this game is really, really fun. It is just as promised as it is described. It is a really fast-paced beat-em-up fighter. Really fun, really good. So far, all you have to do really is go to the objective, pass through, and beat a lot of the enemies to gain a lot of access later on to the game. The objective is to grab a lot of the coins, as I would say, a lot of the coins, and the coins help us build quick power-ups later on that gives a great unique feel for each character. So this game so far is very amazing, and every boss is very unique thus far. Like Johnny was a unique interesting boss. Very, very interesting. You know, of course he gives off the Elvis vibe, of course, but of course that's what he's inspired by. But what makes this game fun, what truly makes this game fun, it's the character concept, character idea, level design, everything is amazing thus far. It is truly, truly, truly astounding. So, we were able to beat that guy and get the Shiva chip. Of course, Dr. Saturn snatched it from us and took off. So we're at another area which looks pretty cool. It looks like Florida or Brazil of some sort, and it looks really, really awesome. I love the detailed design of the level stages. It is amazing. Like, this game is a huge breath of fresh air. There's not a dull moment in this game. This game looks and feels amazing. It is just outstanding. As we lead forth, we are encountered by Dr. Saturn again. We beat the brakes off him. We skip forward. We get into this unique driving area in the game to avoid a lot of these discus blades that's in the air. So we have to like jump on rebel platform that uplifts us in order to get through the objective of the game. So that was a nice little side bonus attachment to that, which was pretty cool. So with that being said, we get to the end of that, and then we fight a woman named Barbara. She didn't like us too well because we beat the stuff inside of Johnny, which happens to be her lover. So we didn't waste any time. We beat the mess out of her viciously, and we move on. Now we tell him about the disc, and he says what's dangerous about the disc is that the disc is so powerful that it can stop every computer system all over the world. It can control every computer all over the world, including satellite systems that's also within the universe outside of our atmosphere on Earth, which is scary. So we can allow that to happen, to be caught in the wrong hands. So we're sneaking inside Dr. Saturn's base. We do so. Like I said, this game is freaking fun. This game is super fun. Story concept, story idea, all that stuff's amazing. It is too fun to waste. As we get further inside the area inside his Dr. Saturn's base, we actually encounter Dr. Saturn, and we're fighting his machine called Octopus Mark II, which we end up demolishing and beating the stuffings out of, and we finally get the Saturn disc. But that epic fails. We get encountered by a person named Payne. He takes it, captures us, and we get encountered by this big spike room of death. We're able to get out of it, luckily, with our lives, and we were able to get outside. Sadly, we see Dr. Saturn locked into a cell, but we didn't pay him no mind, nor did we care. So we just trottled on and just left him to twaddle and cry in pain inside his like little captive place that he's in. So after that all said and done, we move into this other part of the game where we fight this guy called Rob or Dave. It's an interesting boss. You know, he looks like some type of scorpion snake thingy. We didn't waste no time. We beat him. So we skipped through that, and we're able to fight Doc and Jennifer. And this was a unique boss. Felt like I was playing with Blanca or something, you know? And it was very interesting. The boss gets split into two. You have to find which one to hit. I didn't find it too difficult. I just find it a little bit of annoying because by the time you're trying to hit the right one, then the other one hits the stuffing out of you and does like this little Blanca slide from Street Fighter series. I'm just like, come on. So we finally eventually beat the stuffings out of him, and then we're able to get into Z-Payne's teleporter gate that leads us to another part of the world, which led us to jump into Japan. So now we're in Japan Highway trying to fight these other lovely, sexy minions called Betsy, Chris, and Kathy. And we're able to beat all three of them, looking like something from an Akira movie for sure. You know it. Come on, guys. Come on. The motorcycle, the guns, the color palette. Yeah, Akira for sure, the anime for sure. So we're able to beat all three of the Tatsuo lookalikes, female versions. and we were able to get inside this area where it looks very Japanese authentic, and we're able to fight through all of these mechs and machines and big buff cyber mutants or cybernetic mutants, and then we get encountered by Pain to fight his two hitchmen named Cyber Samurai. They both have like this attached body like togetherness like ordeal, which is pretty unique. Like, they were pretty unique, interesting bosses. They had good space game. They could shoot missiles at you. They could split their body into two to hit one or the other. They could pull out a katana to try to cut you, and it was an interesting feat. So it was a good boss. But we beat them, and then we ended up fighting Pain in his normal mode, and we didn't let up. We were actually surviving this fight without getting hit, and I was pretty proud of myself. So, hey, give me a golden cookie. I did it. Give me a star. All right. I beat him his first phase without getting hit. Yeah, man, give me my medal. So we end up beating him in his first phase. He gets mad, turns into his second phase, and that's when things got tough, because he started giving yo boy Mr. Ari the business. So what I did, I just stuck with him, got inside, used my tornado uppercut moves, and gave him the business. And then when I saw that bowl of ramen over there in the corner over there, I couldn't get it. I was like, ah.
Better luck next time.
So I just brushed it off. He came down. I hit him with a blast. Gave him a kick. Got the ramen finally. And then we eventually beat him. Finally, when we did beat him, he spilled the beans. He told us what a disc was. He told us it was too late. He sent it to Pluto, which is the boss of the Delete gang. He told him where he was to activate Shiva. He had the system is where he is, and the Shiva system is in Neo Andres Mountains, which, you know, they got to be somewhere in Mexico. So that's where we head. And before we do, we get our last upgrades, because with the money we had, we was living large, baby. Yeah.
George, I'm not giving up a thing. I'm living large.
Upgrades we put in, and then we was ready for the last showdown to go find Pluto, stop this nonsense before he would activate the system, and all heck would break loose, and it would just destroy everybody. So we couldn't have that. We couldn't allow that. We did what we had to do, and we got into the park. And I'm gonna tell you, the last stage wasn't hard, but it was fun to do. Just to finally use all of our move sets, which makes this game so fun. Using all the move sets made the game so fun. Like, it was so unique, so fun, so well put. It was just hype. The hype factor was in on this game. This game is just too fun, and learning more moves made it more and more hype. So yeah, it was at that point I knew, I was like, yeah, this last phase is going down. Now we're fighting Barbara and her friends again. She brought Sandra and Astra with her this time to try to give me the beats, but we ain't wasting no time. We beat the heck out of all three of those women, gave them the business. We found the secret area. It was underground this whole time. We went through, but when we went through, you know who we got stopped by? That's right, none other than big-headed scientist Dr. Saturn. I cannot stand this guy, man. Why don't you just sleep in a ditch somewhere with your little green slime? Jeez. Like, you got nothing else better to do but to mess with me. And then he brings out another octopus, so it's a Mach 3. So I said whatever. I didn't even focus on the Mach 3. I focused all my energy right on Dr. Saturn. And I beat the utility circuits out of his battle circuit. I was sick of him. So we beat him. We skipped through. Now we're on these floating platforms. I take a bite of the chicken. Yeah, it was good. It was good. It was real good. So we get on the second platform, which is the purple disc, and we end up fighting more robots, mechs, and really buff mutated forearm mutated creatures. So we beat them and allow us to hop into the third plate, which is the red plate, and that red plate had a lot of these have lizardmen, reptilians, and we beat the brakes off them. After we did that, we were able to encounter Pluto, the gang leader of the Delete gang. So we literally were about to control and delete his butt until I said, oh boy, he has 3 phases. Oh geez. So when he powers up, he hits harder. He hits hard. But we didn't allow that. So when he gets into that phase, just space out the best way you can. Don't try to let him hit you as much, because he does do a lot of damage while in power up phase when he's blue. And it can do massive damage to our hero or to our bounty hunter. So watch out for that. As he gets back normal, oh yeah, you got the advantage. You can totally kick his butt. So now we're like, yeah, he's back normal. We about to get him the business. Until, yes, he has another phase. Defense up. I could not do anything to him. His defense was up so high that it felt like I was doing Street Fighter's chip damage while characters were blocking. That's what it felt like. I felt like I wasn't doing anything. So I was just like, come on, man. I see this boss is going to be a hassle for me to get to the main boss, right? Right. So after we got rid of Arnold, trying to help him out, try to focus all my energy into Pluto. Pluto's back normal. So I'm like, all right, I got this. I got him now, right? Nope. Gets to his 3rd phase. Speeds up. And dude, that phase was insane. He was just fast, hopping about. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my god!
They are fun to fight against, but man, are they tough. I didn't waste no time. I gave him the last Giga Crush. I said, no, I'm ending this. I said, I'm tired of fighting you. So we give him the Giga Crush. We finally beat him. We finally did what we had to do. Stage 7 was finally clear, but it wasn't over because Pluto already initiated the system with the Shiva disc, and that screwed everything up. So we had 2 options. We could either go inside the system and fight the master computer, or we could just pull the disc, lock the master program in, and that'll just be the end of it. So what makes this game really fun too, it has 2 endings to it, which I never got a chance to. So when I play the game again, I might pull out the disc. Of course, you know, we didn't pull out the disc, even though that was definitely the second option. You know, the main option I did was fight the master program, and that's exactly what your boy mr.ari did. I pulled the program out, baby. And I'm gonna tell you, master program was no joke. He was a force to be reckoned with. I have lost and died so many times. So many times. He hits like not a truck. No, I say more like a train. He does dumb damage. So without further ado, look at what this guy did. Like, I'm gonna try my hardest to try to beat him. I'm talking a good run now. And I'm talking about Bruno. But Bruno gets folded like a wallet, or folded like a floppy disk, and then get inserted, deleted, pulled out, and then thrown into a dumpster. Because that's exactly what happens. I got literally erased because he gave me the business. Then he has his ability where he could dance and he make you dance. I was just like, okay. Not only is his character powerful, this character, you know what's funny? I sense that this character could have truly been a Darkstalker's character or Vampire Savior in Japan. He would have been a real good asset to Darkstalker fighting games. He just gives off a Darkstalker's vibe, dude. Like, everything about him, he would have been a way harder boss than Pyron. Like, I'm not even joking. I think Dimitri would have had a hard time with this boss. Morgan too. So, yeah, this guy was no joke. He literally gave me serious beatdown. Like, he would do this stupid wind move where you couldn't get close, so it would make things harder. He would just keep doing it. Oh no, I ain't gonna make sure you don't get close. Then I'm gonna shoot out ice breaths, fire breath, and to make sure you don't get close. I'm just like, dude, come on.
Y'all killing me with this.
Me to get close to you because you're gonna keep blowing this wind with your wings. I'm like, dude, that's all you want to do is just shoot your wings so I don't get close. All right, guess what, you're gonna do it again. Exactly. I'm just like, dude, whatever, man. So that was when I realized, guys, Bruno can't do this. Bruno can't do this. He can't do this alone. I knew it. I was just like, yeah, Bruno, this is why there are 5 bounty hunters. Y'all are a team. Y'all should join forces and kick some butt, because it's not happening. So Bruno got defeated. I ended up calling out Captain Silver to try to help him. Captain Silver's not bad. He's not a bad character to play with. He gives off Captain Commando character vibes. Like the character Eddie, that mummy ninja. He gives off that wonky feel vibe, in a sense. But Captain Silver didn't do too well. So Andre couldn't do this. Andre did the best he could do, and he had to drop. So we switched characters. So now we switch to Diana Martinez, aka the Yellow Iris. And I'm gonna tell you something. I actually did way better with her than I did Captain Silver and Bruno, which is Cyber Blue. She has great mix-ups. I think she's a bit faster, so I was able to, get in a lot of good, decent hits, nice, decent combos. I was able to get inside of him. I was able to use Finn at times too to stop him, to interrupt moves. So that actually helped out a little bit too. So that was a great thing to use most of the time too, pulling out Finn, her companion, her pet fox. Which I'm like, wait, that's a fox? I'm like, wait. That looks like a squirrel of some sort. I'm like, I don't like no fox. Look like some type of, I don't know. It's weird. I guess it's just a new breed of fox. So we did what we could with her. She was able to hold it down to an extent, and she died too. So now we had to pull out Paula Abdul with her companion, Peak Orchard. And we did just that. And Pink Archers did pretty good. I was impressed, dude. Like, I should have been using this bird sooner. This bird was putting in some massive damage. Literally. And its mix-up is so insane. Like, the spin moves helps it so much. And when it does a death blow, which the phase I was in, I was doing 2 times the amount of damage. Master Program did not stand a chance. It got erased, deleted. It got Alt and Control delete, Alt F4. It was done. I put that thing in a recycle bin and it got deleted. It got PC clinked. It got resetted. It was done. So we were able to finally beat the Master Program, and we were able to stop it within the Shiva disc. So we did the thing. I'm proud. We saved the world. We get to see the ambiance of the world from afar. We can see Earth. So all things went well. We completed our mission. We got a lot of money from it, double rewards. We did the thing. We were able to make Harry happy. We were able to snag Dr. Saturn, throw him at at Harry and say, hey, Harry, we got him. This time, don't let him get away. So, guys, the review. Do I recommend Battle Circuit? Absolutely HE to the double hockey stick, yes. This game is worth playing several times. It is dumb fun. It is dumbfounded fun. I could play this game and not get bored at all. It is one of the best beat 'em ups I've ever seen played, and Capcom delivered that for this being the very last beat 'em up they made on arcades for good in 1997. So, yes, guys, I highly recommend it. This game gets 11 out of 10, a point over the 10, how good it is. Yes, go get it, go play it, it's fun. I recommend it. Go to Steam now on your computer or go on your PS4, your Xbox One, your Nintendo Switch, your Microsoft Windows Live, and go snatch Capcom Arcade Stadium today. Enjoy, play it locally, play it online, multiply, play with randos, friends, whatever. You're going to enjoy it. This type of game that you could play over, have a pizza party with a lot of friends over, and just have a blast. This game is that type of game you have over if you're a kid who's 12 or 15 years old, whatever age at that age bracket, and you bring your best friend over and y'all have a sleepover and you got your TV and y'all playing this game. This is a game to remember forever, and y'all will forever remember it too. So yes, snag this, play it. One of the best beat 'em ups I played in a long time. So with that being said, that's the review. I enjoyed playing this game. Thank you so much for allowing for me to play it, for you to watch, guys. This game was a real breath of fresh air. So with that being said, that's it. That's the video. End the video.
Ultra Combo!
And hey, we are at the end of the video. If you made it this far, that means you are awesome. Don't forget to click that like button. And most importantly, don't forget to arcade tap that subscribe button. You all have a great day.